Hello, welcome back to my channel. This week I went to a London drawing group workshop and it was a taught session by Emma Carlisle. She's a fantastic mixed media artist and illustrator, and the theme was frogs, and we were told to take some supplies and to think about colours. So I'm just going to quickly show you the drawings that I did because I'm so chuffed with them. I always get scared to work layers in the way that she teaches because I worry I'm going to ruin my supplies. But I really enjoyed this process, and there's a couple more in here, and I love this guy on the right and the yellow on the one on the left. So I thought I'd just take you through. I didn't use my usual kind of setup. What I did is after the event I threw everything that was on my table into the pack so I could have a look at it and see what I'd actually used and what I can take forward. So of course we have my Gouache palette, which you've seen before. I've got a video on this and the different colours included. I might swatch this out, I'm not sure, because I'm not using it much and it keeps drying and sticking to things, but that's TBD. But how gorgeous is that? So Gouache was a fan favourite. We used that for a base layer. I always like to spray my page with water before I add the gouache so it distributes nicely. What else have we got in here? This is okay, so these were the ones that I used during the session. So we've got some Inktense blocks, we've got some pastels, and this one I didn't use, this bright pink, but when I was tidying everything away I saw this one on the table still and I was like, well, we'll add it in because I might come back and use that. I've put them in this box to put into here because I didn't want them loose and making a mess inside that pack. My intention is to use this, the foreseeable, and see what I can create from it. In here we have some Mungyo water-based oil pastels, so you can rub them down. I didn't use these during the call, but I used colours similar to them, so I thought, well, let me find those out and add those in. And then here we've just got the Neo pastels that I did use during the session, my rag. My orange, I didn't use this, but it was on the table, so I should put that away actually. This is a light pink Liquitex acrylic paint. I did use this marker Posca beige. That was one that Emma recommended bringing. A yellow brush pen. You noticed on the frog that there was a lot of yellow underneath it. I really enjoyed, I didn't use the blue, but I've added the blue in from the table because it's always handy to have a blue. But these two greens were used a lot for all of those frogs. We've got the olive green, which is darker, and yellowish green, which is quite bright. And then this blue is cobalt blue hue. I also threw in, let me see what I've got here. It was really a case of grab stuff, put it on the table, and then pick up what I did use. The brush pen from Posca, bright pink, because pink and green, that's something that Emma had said was pinks and greens are kind of complementary, so to gather those kind of supplies. So I've got the green Tombow, pink Tombow, another green Tombow, brush pens water-based, and then you can see I've got all sorts of things I would not normally put together. Got some, this is a Neocolor 2. They call it something else now, but when I first got this it was called Flesh, but it's called something else now. This is the Salmon Neocolor 1. This I think is Salmon Neocolor 2. I can tell from the size. This is a Dark Olive Neocolor 1, the Ochre Neocolor 1, and the Sahara Yellow Neocolor 1, and those I used to put some texture on at the end. And then I didn't use that in the end, actually, it shouldn't be in here. This is a pencil that I used a lot, the chocolate, for the detailed line work. And then because of that, I added in these three into the pack this morning. Natural brown, brown ochre, and dark honey. So I've got a range of browns, because I thought if I'm going to take it out and about, at least I've got something to do trees with. And then yellow, because we have yellows already. The green ochre I was using, this is the Museum Aquarelle watercolour pencil. This was really good for getting line work down, but also adding then the brush pen on top and activating it. Wheat, I used the little stubby one from my other pack, but I didn't want to keep it in here, so I've just found the light fast one out. And the felt green Inktense pencil I also used as well. So this is a mix of materials I wouldn't normally put together, and I think that's what was so great about it, is I really just kind of got out of my comfort zone and went for it. I thought I might just swatch them out for you. Maybe that would be fun, so I'll do that now. I feel like we should use the sketchbook here because I'm getting through it. I'm nearly finished. And let's get the Neocolors down first. So this is the Neocolor 1 Sahara Yellow, and then we've got the dark olive, and this is the ochre. And how beautiful are those colours together. I think that's why I was really inspired to just keep these together to use. This is the museum, oh hang on, because this one is Neocolor 1 as well. Like, isn't that a lovely little palette right there? Then these are Neocolored 2s. This is Salmon and this is Flesh, which is called something else now. And then let's do brush pens. I feel like we should include this. It might be similar, but we'll see. So these ones I did use. Beige. The pink. I'm not sure about that pink. It's a bit bright. Maybe I'm going to leave that to one side and we'll see. Let's do the orange as well. Oh yeah, that can go in. Feels quite good. Then let's do the brush pens that are water-based. We've got the yellow. Oh, that's quite bright. But I did like it as a base. It's a really nice kind of, I don't know about that pink. We'll put them in anyway. And then we'll use these ones. Blue is going to be an anomaly, but I'm thinking blue sky. Like at the moment, the sky is bright blue with fluffy clouds. So these are the greens that I used for my frogs. See this right now, I'm like, oof, no. But I know that I covered it up a lot with this one. So it just peeked through and was used as highlights and that worked for me. Do I have any water? No. Do I have a water brush? I think I've got one here. I've got too many little art kits. Okay, so I used a little bit of this. Let's do it over this side. And I used a bit of this, which is not coming through because I've messed it up with the other one. And I used a bit of this. And I used a bit of this. So those are like my froggy colours. They're pretty good, huh? And then, what else have we got? Oh, we've got the pink. I don't have water in my tray, but there's I cleaned it yesterday with a brush cleaner because it got a bit gnarly. I love this colour. It's such a pretty colour. It's light pink by Liquitex. And it's a lovely little size for just pottering around. Then these are, we'll do those after because those are messy. These are the oil pastels from Neo Pastels. So we've got the lovely, look at that. Oh. And this one was a really nice one for adding little highlights and the dark green. Shadowy areas. See, looking at it, I'm loving it. I'm just not sure about this particular pen now. And then these were, okay, so this one was included. This one was included. Ugh. And I think these were all Jackson's. Then we have Inktense blocks, and I had used them to make marks like this. Gonna have to leave that out now because it's all goopy. Like that. I did a lot of this with this dark colour, like creating the specks. This one I think was quite crumbly. And that's the dried pastels. And then, oh, we still have the pencils as well. Well, I didn't use these, so I'm not going to swatch them now, should I? Maybe I'm not even going to leave them in, actually, because the purple shouldn't be in there. We'll do those after. And let's have a look at the pencils. So we'll do those here. We've got Wheat, which you won't be able to see because it's such a pale colour. We've got Ochre. We've got Golden Sun. No, Dark Honey. Oh, I love that colour. This is Natural Brown. This is Chocolate. See, just that is like a little collection of different values. Gorgeous. This one is a water-based Inktense. This is the water-based, so this one is felt green and this one is green ochre. Look at that, oh, yum. And then yellow I added in. I didn't use it during the cool, but I added it in because it's good to have a bit of yellow. And then, isn't that just the most beautiful palette? It feels so springy in colour and delicious. I feel like we could leave out these yellows at the top. I'm trying to do it so you can see all the light. And that's like so lovely. Really, really lovely. And I think that's why I also love how my frogs turned out as well. Okay, for the giggles, just because we can, let's just show you how these work. These are the Mungio pastels, quite sticky. They were sent to me by a YouTube subscriber who I've not seen for some time because she doesn't like them. Didn't like them, so she sent them to me. See, this is why I don't know if I'm going to include these. Let's mix them out with the water. Okay, so we've got the green. And you can get like a really nice texture with them. Now I've got like a sludgy grey. So I think I'm not actually going to bother putting those in. I think these top ones work. The yellows and these three here. Maybe. But I don't know. Definitely this is a great palette. Yeah, so that's like my springish summer colour palette. Are we technically in spring now? I think we're technically in spring. So I'm going to be taking it around in this pack just because I obviously have colour pencils, which I love to grab. I don't want to go through those and mess up what I've got. I've also got this like on the go palette, which you might have seen on my Instagram recently, which I love as well. So I would probably have that as well. Maybe, I don't know, but definitely this is going to be in high rotation, being used a lot. So expect to see this like lovely brightness in my sketchbooks moving forwards. So I hope you enjoyed that little video. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video. You can subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I've also got a Patreon if you want to join live calls. We've got one on Tuesday coming. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Take care. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.